is patient, true love is kind. Said yes, I found true love. Yeah, you know we're not perfect, but you're worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna take my time with this. Listen. Now from the day I met you, everything is changing my life. Hell, I couldn't do wrong right, so you helped me learn to do the right things right. And no, you're not, but it's your perfectly imperfect point of view. Yeah, I thank God from up above for blessing me with you in true love. Cause no matter what we go through, you will still be my boo. And every moment we spend, I'll cherish within. Cause all of my dreams came true when you said I do. So when tomorrow is through, I'll still be loving you. Listen, I love you like the moon loves the stars. Your stretch marks the stars, how strings love guitars. I love you like how droughts love the rain. Through joy and the pain, you show up for your man, girl. I love you like the roots love the earth, how you know your worth, how you love you first, man. And I thank God from up above for blessing me with you in true love. Cause no matter what we go through, you will still be my boo. And every moment we spend, I'll cherish within. Cause all of my dreams came true when you said I do. So when tomorrow is through, I'll still be loving you. True love is patient, true love is kind. The greatest gift a heart could find. I know you're not perfect, but you're perfect for me.
We get about to get started in a minute.
You're all that I need. No matter what we go through, you gon' still be my boo. And every moment we spend, I will cherish this. All of my dreams came true. Maybe when you said I do. So when tomorrow is through, I'll still be loving you. It's true love.
We're going to show you how to get some money. I'm going to need you to take out your pen and pad. You know, little people come into the room a little bit.
I'm just keeping it real.
More people come to the room. How you doing, moderator?
I'm impressed about it. We gon' let you know. We gon' let you know. I'm just keeping it real now. Giving something they feel now. Trying not to be stressed out. Kareem, tell them what it's all about. I'm just keeping it real now. Giving something they feel now. Trying not to be stressed out. Kareem, tell them what it's all about. Cycles of life is all around. For cycles of life is all around. For cycles of life is all around. All around. All around. I'm just keeping it real now. Giving something they feel now. Giving something they heal now. Tell them what it's all about. I'm just keeping it real. Give them something they feel.
All right.
We gon' let you know.
I'm ready. We're going to get cracking. Now we're going to talk about 5 ways on how you can make money. I'm going to make sure I'm going to need people in here to let me know they paying attention. I know I had to play a little music for some people to recognize that I'm online. You know what I mean? Some people come in and some people come out, and they have to check to see if it's even worth watching. But you know, we're gonna show you how to make yourself $3,000 plus. I should change the title. $3,000 plus a month from home. And you can start from the comfort of your home. A lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people just don't know how to do it. So we need to get rid of the riffraffs, get going, come in, see what the title. I need to change this title. I can't even do it. Ain't that crazy? Let me see. See? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do it. Oh well, we're gonna get racking. Okay, so $3,000 plus. Okay. So business is business. It's just most of you individuals that when they start a business, they get all confused and they don't know where to start and they don't know how to start. And this is what messes a lot of people up when they started a business. Okay. Now, full disclaimer, I do have a course with the core stuff you're going to need. Those of you that don't want to follow instructions and get it, that's cool. But this is like literally free here. You can hit the ground running. It's not a big deal. But I don't have a course on each one of these that I'm talking about. But the fundamentals are the same. I don't care. There is 100 to 1,000, really a million plus ways on starting business, millions plus. But most of the fundamentals, 70, 80% of them are the same way. So I catered these 5 to be something that you can do from home and make yourself 3,000 plus easy. And you can start with less than a couple $100. That's real talk. Less than a few $100. And then you can scale up. It's all about you if you want to do it. Don't make no mistake. When I started my businesses, my first one, I did study my craft, and it took me time to figure out what direction I was going to go. And that's what a lot of people get stuck in. They don't know where they want to start. By the way, anybody y'all that follow me a little bit, I'm going to talk about FBA. Make sure you lock that in, moderator. Let them know, write that down, that we're going to talk about FBA next week on LLCs on a small version so people can know how to get it. My internet is not looking like it's going to fail on me. Don't do it, baby. Stay strong. Damn. Connection is unstable. Let me know, moderator, if I drop, because it's obviously there's a lot of people using the internet right now in the house. Okay. We good right now, moderator? Okay, so the stream is good. Okay. So here's what we do. I want you guys to understand some things. That's cool, because we're going to be here for about a good solid 45, 50 more minutes. I want you to take notes. Those that are here, I want you to at least press 1 that you're paying attention. And I just need a good solid 5 ones, and I'm ready to go to teach. Okay. Okay. I'll wait. It's always a delay. There we go. Barbara, good looking. Lisa, too. A lot of people just okay, boom, over here on YouTube. That's 4. One more. Do we got one more? Bam. There we go. T. Okay, here we go. Okay, there you're coming in a little late. Hey, okay. So here we go. The first one, you guys can start from home. Now, on my YouTube channel, those of you that don't know, I have a YouTube channel. Moderator, put that link down below, because I'll go into more in depth on my YouTube channel. I think that bad boy is called, I don't even know what it's called. Got too many. I got a few YouTube channels. Let me see what this bad boy is called right here. Kareem Media on YouTube. I'll go into depth this week and next week about each and every one of these. I'm going here now, but some of y'all are going to come in and come out, especially TikTokers. They come in and they come out and they don't focus. And a few of YouTubers, I see that analytics on the back end, about 40% will stay. So they'll watch later. So we get a chance to see people's attention span. Facebook is less than that because I don't have a presence there. I'm just starting. But I want you to make sure you understand that I'll go into more depth in Kareem Media, because that's more business-like. I have to teach business over there because the AI has changed on social media platforms. You have to stay in your lane. Everybody press 2 if you understand. When you're in a relationship, you got to stay in your lane. Press 2 if you understand what I'm saying. In every situation, if you don't stay in your lane, you gonna crash. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, let people understand that. Stay in your lane, man. Clowns, I don't want to get it. I don't get it. So anyway, the first one is this: is a cleaning service. Now listen, don't frown your face, because I know a lot of us U.S. Americans, okay, United States of Americans, we get all twisted in our minds and be like, cleaning, face get all scrumped up. You ain't got to do the work. And stop getting in your mind that your current president is shipping out everybody that don't look like you or don't look like the majority is gonna be shipped. No, that's not true. It's the ones that don't have papers, unfortunately. Okay, it's a sad thing, but it's true. Ones that they ain't got no solid paper, they getting them up out of here. So I'm not saying they're gonna be working for you, but I'm just kind of break it down to you. A lot of people are looking for work. And you've been living here, working successfully at a 9 to 5 for over 10, 15, 20, 30 years, successfully, and you tired. Why don't you turn your expertise of being successful at a 9 to 5 into money from home? There's a lot of people looking to be hired, man. So a cleaning service, listen, tell you right now, this is what a cleaning service will do for you, just in case you didn't know. Okay, a cleaning service brings in $3,000 plus a month, and they repeat it. People that are gonna keep coming back. Okay, the average cost is $100 to $300 per home. $100 to $300 per home. So how many homes you need to have in order to make 3,000 plus? You need 10 to 30 homes, depending on how much you're going to charge them. You're going to charge them $300 for cleaning. You're going to charge them $100 for cleaning. This world is different. Everybody ain't on that cleaning their house no more. I'm going to raise my hand right now. My queen don't want to clean no houses. She working with the business. She's dealing with my son that's work from home and whatnot, school and whatnot. And she got to deal with a king. Okay. You know, I'm kind of demanding sometimes. Okay, I could be a handful sometimes, not no negative way, but I require a little extra attention, if you will. All right. So all of that is work within itself. So she like, I'm not cleaning, baby. We good with that? Yeah. So how much they hitting me for? About $225. It come about every 2 weeks. And I pay them. Oh, I'm paying them more than $300. $225. Yeah, it's 2 ladies that come through there. Boom, they be gone. Sometimes it's 3, but that's about $225 every 2 weeks. That's a car note. Okay, and I could be wrong. My queen, she pays for it. It might be $175 every 2 weeks. Either way is over $300. All right, yeah, okay, and the house is pretty big, so they be here for a good solid 3-4 hours. Now, you do the math for that. You ain't got to do the work. You really don't. People are looking for work. And you probably saying, well, how do I pay them? And I get my cut. It's called profit and margin. You do it by hour. You pay them hourly. Okay. That's what you do. You put them on a payroll structure. That's what you do. So anyways, let's go to the next one. No, I want to stay here a little bit more. That's $3,000 a month. Listen, you can do Airbnb homes. Believe you when I tell you, them Airbnbs, when people out, they need a cleaner. Out, they need a cleaner. Out, they need a cleaner. I had that in one of my homes, and we had that lady on clockwork. She told us what she was going to clean, what she was not going to clean, what she was going to fold, and strip the beds, wash them, put them back. That came with a cost, okay? And believe me, we paid her due because we needed her. Simple as that. So I'm trying to tell you, this is how it works. Don't sleep on individuals that will help you earn money. This is a service type of country. People press 3 if you understand. This is a service type of country. Huh? Maybe you don't know. Okay, this country, good looking. Everybody wants to be serviced like fast food, like a microwave. So you guys gotta provide them a service. That's real talk. That's it. So it's not looking down on nobody or whatever, but you're providing people a service, and a lot of things you can do right now is hands off. So what you would need, okay, you would just need flyers. Let me see right here. Moderator, put in there gotprint.com. I'm gonna look it up, but I'm gonna make sure I want you to put in there for him because I might spell it wrong. I got like 3 platforms to put it on, but if you can help me out, that would be big time. If you can help me out and drop it in there. Yeah. Gotprint.com. So if you can help me out and put gotprint.com and the platform, so the individual right here have it on all 3 of the locations, that's huge. When I see you put it in at least one, then I'll move on. While she's doing that, I hope she's paying attention. I don't know if she's there or not. Uh-oh, my postings that went out on me. Okay. I don't know if she's there. Yes, she's there. So I'm gonna just keep now. Gotprint, you can get 4x6s and 5x7s. 4x6s is the standard. They like half this size, and they color it back and front. And when I tell you, you can get like people that get things from me when they order from me, they get the colorful back and front. They're glossy, and I'm telling you, can get like 50 of them bad boys for like $30. $30. High quality back and front postcards. They make them cheap enough so you can promote yourself. Okay. So what you would need if you're going to start doing the cleaning services, you would have to, what is it called? Get offers on homes, apartments, Airbnbs, and it can be done solo. It can be done by a small team. You probably need a team of about 6 individuals, anywhere between 3 to 6 individuals, and start there and build your way up. You give them an hourly cost, and you take the rest of the bulk of it, because you have to have your papers in order, which is look good, because you got to have your card, business card, postcards, and Gotprint will do that real cheap. You can order a lot of these for cheap. You can get them done for you on Fiverr.com. Go to Fiverr.com, have somebody do a business cards for you, and you just put it in flyers or put them in postcards, and you make sure you get yourself some business cards. They're really cheap, a lot of them. Okay, so be careful when you put your stuff together, because once you get all those, you can't really send them back. Okay, so make sure you know what you're doing, even though you're spending $20 to $50 and you have 3 to 5, 250 to 1,000 of them. You just want to make sure that you're ready to go when you know that you're gonna keep them and you're ready to pass these out, because I'm telling you, that's how this works. Okay, so you just pass these out. That's what flyers are for. They like paper. They're supposed to go away, and you pass them out in your neighborhood. But one thing about it is, when you're passing them out, you must have yourself, to me, you should have yourself a website. Okay? To me, have yourself a website, have yourself a sole proprietor or LLC. Okay? Have those structures together. Have yourself a business phone number or number. And you're probably saying that costs a lot to get cracking. If you look at my course down below, or actually you go to, I don't even know the name of the website. I have too many websites. I believe this one is, I don't even know. My moderator put down there below. But if you go to that website, I have a course for less than $50 that puts all these business things together for you. And you finish them, complete. And you don't know how many hours I stayed up when I had to put each and every one of my websites / businesses together. It's a value with that. Each website and business minimum would make me $30,000. And some of y'all don't even know the websites that I have. I just talk about on YouTube, and you know me by forsightslife.com. You might know me about my courses. That's it. You don't know about my other websites. They minimum would make you an easy $30,000, and they don't know my name. $30,000 a year. You divide that by 12. That's minimum. And then when it get real juicy and get into the algorithms of the search engine, SEO, search engine optimization, that's the real traffic. It ain't really posting all the time everywhere you go. When you understand the search engine optimization and how to optimize your website, that's free traffic for you, okay, based on the keywords. Google AdSense and Google Console try to help people with keywords with their website, but that's what it is. So when you have that in place and you put that in place, you know you're gonna minimum, when you put it together right, gonna make yourself minimum $30,000 a year. So once you understand the factors and you start putting it together right, in the next couple of months and a couple of weeks go by, in about 2 months, you can double that or triple that without ever showing your face. So you right there, don't miss me with this is not meaning it's millions of ways how to make money. No one just shared with you what to do. So you should look good, because if somebody gonna have you cleaning their homes, if the days is over, then usually just lose somebody down the street to clean your house, and she just say, I'm a cleaner, and you found her at church, or you found her at your job, and somebody at your job that worked for you said, hey, I got someone in the neighborhood, in the community, that they clean my sister's or my cousin's house or my mom's house. I'll give you her number. Those work, and they stay making money, but you don't want to look too professional. I'm being real, because they're gonna think you too expensive. You don't want to be pulling up with a bunch of cleaning vans and services like that. Slow your roll. But you want to look professional. Most people, the people that clean my house, they roll up in regular vehicles. For sure. Regular cars. And they pull out their stuff in the back of their trunk, let that little SUV up, put their vacuums and the cleaners, then they mops, and they get cracking, and then they get cracking, and they done, and they move about their bit. And usually the lady had about, with my house, she only because it's pretty big, it's going to take about 3-4 hours. She could only book herself twice that day. So me, probably, I think 3, she told me. 2 other houses outside of mine, because the standard house is less than 2,000 square footage. Okay, so let's make sure you know that. All right, that's standard. So anyways, startup costs will be less than $200. Flyers, social media, pages, a website, business name, plus a phone number, and a business email. My course covers all that. Okay, so these are the things you would need to just start up with a cleaning service. Why it works? Cleaning is essential for everybody. Repetitively services, that means you're going to get repeat people. You do a good job. They keep coming back. Homeowners, renters, and Airbnb hosts are always in need of people to clean on a schedule, and even in commercial, that's even higher. Okay, next one. Let me know if you're ready for number 2. Press 2 if you're ready for number 2. Okay, I'll wait. Let me see if people, I'm still live. I'm still going. Okay, boom. Thank you, moderator. Y'all ready? This is number 2 right here. Hey, what's up, Allie? In the house. Number 2 is KDP. What is KDP? Kindle Digital Products, I believe that's what it stands for. Let me make sure I stand for. I hate giving people information that ain't correct. KDP, I believe it's KDP. What does that stand for? I need to know. Well, no sense of Russian. Okay. Kindle Direct Publishing. That's what it stands for. Not Kindle Digital Products. It sounds good though. Kindle Direct Publishing. Let me tell you how much these bad boys make, because y'all sleeping on Kindle. Okay. Listen, this ain't AI is here. Press 7 if you know AI is here. You guys is just money just all over the place, and y'all don't know how to use it. It's free. It's kind of free. Everybody else doing it. I didn't gave you the game. Good looking 7. I didn't give you the game that most people start. I got other websites. Most people start websites. It's free money, man. Why not? Why not? It's free money. Once you get cracking, you're gonna realize you can leave your job in about 2, 3, 4 months once you get cracking. Okay, so anyways, KDP Amazon. It's Kindle Direct Publishing. So how does it work? You start up in about 5 to 15 days. Okay, that's what it say right here. Startup is about 5 to 15 days. It don't take long to start. That's less than 30 days. Okay, so if you lazy, take the whole 30 days to start up. Earnings potential is $5 to $10 per sale. Listen. $5 to $10 per sale. They're not making a lot of money. $5 to $10 per sale. The average person on TikTok shop, they get 10%. I didn't gave you the goose. Maybe you don't know. All you got to do is probably look in below, and some people pay attention on TikTok shop, but all you got to do is they're getting 10%. Whatever it's selling for, 10% of that. If it's $30, they're getting $3. Okay? That's kind of the math, right? If it's $50, they're getting $5. All right? That's 10%. If it's $100, they're getting $10. All right? Per sale. So, and most things people are selling is less than $30, $40. So they're not really making much. You think, okay? If they're good at it and they keep going and doing majorly live stream, they'll make money. Same thing here. KDP. Let me break it down to you. Listen, the earnings is $5 to $10, okay, per sale. This is what average they make. All right. Monthly goal. Listen. Monthly goal is to do 15 to 30 books per month. Somebody press 6 if that's a lot. Damn. Press 6. That's a lot, man. 15 to 30 books. I mean, you probably said it. So, oh my God. Press 6. Don't be ashamed for nobody see your name. Let me press 6. Let me put it in there. 6. That's a lot, man. Huh? Let me put that in there. I mean, is it going to mine even coming up? Yeah. Come here. That's a lot, man. 6. 10. But listen. AI will write these bad boys for you. What? Let me make sure. AI will write these bad boys for you in less than. I'm sorry. Oh, let me pull up something for you, because a lot of y'all just get all confused. I mean, it's sad that this is the world we're living in today, but it's true. Let me see here. Alternatives, because I want to pull up something for you, so I can pull up for you. Okay. Okay. These are some AI spots that will check for what people say plagiarism. But I don't see nobody talking crazy about when you go to Walmart and you look on the aisle of ketchup and you think Heinz was first, but then you see Great Value next to it, and you see another one next to it, and another one next to it. Why is everybody making the same thing but slapping a different label on it with their name and branding themselves? Okay, you might see soy sauce, okay, but you see different labels next to it because they happy they made it in Walmart. They gonna get sales. They know it. It's common sense. Okay, percentage, a little bit percentage go to Walmart because you sit in their platform, in their actual store. Everything's the same. Stop, get out your mind thinking things. Everybody is plagiarizing, cheating. I don't know anybody. You live in a country that plagiarize literally the land. They plagiarizing the people. They plagiarizing the people's intelligence and their culture and their intellectual property. So stop it. Stop thinking that you stealing and you cheating because you using ChatGPT. You got a leg up right now before they turn this clock off. I want you to understand that. Okay, you got a leg up. So anyways, here's some alternatives to help you with ChatGPT if you're writing all these books. Okay, let's say you need to write something about fishing. All right, I need somebody to press 0 if you're following me, because I don't want to be wasting my time. I'm going to make sure you got people coming in and out. I need a few TikTokers that's staying in here and not leaving. Okay. PLR. Look. Savvy D said PLR. I got something better than PLR. Private label rights is what PLR means. Appreciate it. We got some zeros in here. So here's the deal. When you use ChatGPT, say you don't know what to write and you lost. And you like, man, I can't do no 10, 15 a month. Stop it. You go over to somewhere like Amazon. For real. You go over just Google. You go to Bing. If you don't know what Google is, or Bing is just like Google. It's just not as big. It's a search engine. You just put in, I need a list of 15 books on fishing. Let that be your topic for that month. 15 to 30 books. That's it. I'm trying to tell you, don't let people fool you that they're not doing stuff like this. They are. Everybody needs help. Back in the day, it was a writer and people would record their information. Somebody like me, Kareem, I would sit there and record my information on a recorder. and then try to find somebody that could transcribe that for me. And then I got to find somebody to edit it for me. Then I got to find somebody to proofread for me. Then I got to find somebody to do the front and back for me. It got exhausting, okay? To the point I'm like, I don't want to do this. But man, I'm telling you right now, you can just type in something like, give me 30 books. But you don't even got to go far. You just go to ChatGPT and say, give me 30 books on fishing. You can go to Amazon. You can go to Google's. Get them any way you want. Once you get children the same subject matter, you can switch topics as you go. There's millions of topics. So you don't have to stick in that same lane when you're doing KDP books. Everybody write about everything. Journals, books. You can literally go to ChatGPT and say, give me 1,000 subjects to write on. Somebody told me that I'll be giving up the Jews on ChatGPT. No, ain't nobody gonna do it. Most people ain't gonna do it. I learned that years ago. 99% of people ain't gonna do nothing. That's just the truth. Okay, but you got them 1% that really want to get off the rat race and the rat wheel. They gonna listen and do something. And I noticed that is 90% of them is queens. I'm like, what's up with that? But anyways, moving on. Here's what you do. You go to ChatGPT. You find yourself 30 books in that category, 15 to 30, and then you have ChatGPT listen for you, and then you say, hey, I need you to give me rewrite this book inspired by the author. You can put that author's name in. It's okay, no big deal. It's not cheating. If you want to give the author credit, go right ahead. I don't need you to rewrite this book for me. ChatGPT will write it for you. It will. Pay attention to ChatGPT got a little glitch in it, okay? Because I heard and I found out when people try this method, it only writes, it asks you, would you like me to PDF this chapter for you right now? You gotta say no. You just copy that, boom, move it to a Google Docs or move it to your Word docs. Each chapter, move it. You can get all this done in less than one book. You can get all this done in less than what? Pretty much less than 30 minutes. You can get a whole book done in 30 minutes. Then you probably saying to yourself, because AI, just so you know, they already started our systematic country. They're actually suppressing you from winning, suppressing you from getting help. So what you would do is they're blocking anything that are keywords that ChatGPT or DeepSeek will help you with. It slows you down. Yeah. It's slowing people down, getting assistance from ChatGPT. So you got to use other softwares that would assist you. So after you get ChatGPT to write it for you, my girl is called Moesha. On ChatGPT, I named my girl. She's a female. Her name is Moesha, and she know to call me Kareem. Anyways, moving forward, just a little insert. Now, when you do that, you take the information and you put it on one of these programs that might cost you anywhere between $12 to $30 a month. People press 0 in there if you understand, if you're following me right now, I'm not moving too fast. You take them to one of these actual services online that will proofwrite, fact check, plagiarize check, and help you with your research and your book and edit for you. Good, I got zeros there. Here are some sites right here for you, okay? Let me see if I can. It's gonna be hard, but listen, we'll put it like this. I'm gonna name one, and I want you to grab it, moderator, for me, and then I'm gonna tell people what to do with it. All right. Let me see if I can grab one. Right here, because everything I say to people, they ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna put it right here in the YouTube section, and I want you to grab that one, moderator. Take that and get alternatives to that one and put them in the platforms. They only need about 3 or 4. Drop them in there so they can know. These right here, you pay for the service. Your book writing is easy like Sunday morning. You find the book, 15 to 30 in that subject matter. You have ChatGPT do its thing, and you drop it in one of the services that you paid for. I already brought one in there. One is called Pro Writer Aid. I think that one costs about $30 a month. And it will do the job for you. Who uses those? Researchers, content creators use them. What is it called? Teachers use them. Actual people that need site managers, people that write books use them. Okay, so stop thinking that these were created before AI came out to the public heavily. Okay, they were already here. So anyways, I just wanted to give you a few. That's one right there. But Pro Writing Aid, go to Google and type in alternatives to Pro Writing Aid, and you'll get about 4 to 5 to 6 other companies that do this same thing, and they're strong and heavy. And if you don't understand it, go to YouTube, take it, copy it in YouTube, and say, how do I use this with ChatGPT? Somebody gonna tell you, man. So listen, now back to the breakdown. Now back to the breakdown, because I don't know, it gave you some game right there, because a lot of individuals are like, how am I gonna write 15 to 10 a month? Light work. It ain't easy it ain't hard to do. That will earn you from each book, from 15 to 30 books will earn you 300 to 600 sales, which equals to this will get you, each book will get you roughly, when you're doing about 15 to 30, it will roughly per sale, like per book, you'll earn per book. When you put these 15 plus books out monthly, it'll earn you 300 to 600 per book. Somebody say that ain't a lot of money. I'm only getting about $300 each book. That ain't nothing. If you got about 15 going at a time that month, 20 at a time going that month, it's something. Even your split that you got to give to KDP, you make it 3,000 plus a month. Okay? I know individuals doing it. So miss me with all that. How it works. Upload once, get paid over and over and over. Great planner. What can you start with? Planners, logbooks, journals, even kids book, coloring books. These are ones that sell hot. And if you don't know what sells hot, all you got to do is go to ChatGPT and say, excuse me, can you tell me the top 100 books in order from 1 to 100 that sells like fast all the time, thousands of them? What ones on KDP that I have to kind of focus on? It will tell you. That's what ChatGPT is for. It's supposed to assist you. It's supposed to help you. It's like a wife or a husband you never had. You catch it? Okay. All right. The ones that you left and you wanted them to do better, that you like that. Anyway, let me stop. Okay. Press 3 if you want me to go to 3, because I'm ready for 3. I want to know if people paying attention. All right. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, everybody ready? They want number 3. They want number 3. Somebody put in that I'm extra. So I'm not extra. I took that cayenne pepper, keep that heart going, blood circulation, and kill off any patches that might be hanging out. I take this bad boy at least 2 times a day. You make sure you keep that DOC away. Okay, he done. You can't, at least in the heart department. Okay, so let me go here. Number 3, remote executive. Okay, what is a remote executive? It's really someone that actually works from home. Is a virtual, another word for it is a virtual office assistant. Okay, so what does a virtual office assistant do? They're a little entrepreneur. It works like this. Entrepreneurs and small business owners are overwhelmed. Ask me how I know. So we get overwhelmed because we realize that all the toys that we wanted to buy, because it's nice over here off the 9 to 5, making few $100,000 a year, and you want to make an extra few. We kind of on the slow train and enjoying ourselves for about 5, 6, 7 years. And we realize we need to invest that so we can have residual money coming in, because this is a debt credit system country, and you're never going to stop paying bills. You're never going to stop paying bills. Somebody in the back row say never. You're never going to stop paying bills in America. So we figured that out about 6, 7 years in, and we're like, oh, damn. I got to get me in place that I got a good looking buck. Appreciate it. I got to get things cracking so I can make sure I put stuff away so I have residual, whether it's real estate, whether it's stocks, whether it's actually renting out a home. I got to get cracking like that. So the entrepreneurs are always overwhelmed because now they kind of turn it up and they'll do double or triple the work because they see the time ain't on their side. So it's a lot of entrepreneurs out there, small businesses where you're aspiring to go. They've already been there and they ain't going back to no 9 to 5. They refuse. They know that 40 and 30 and 40 and $50,000 and 60 and $70,000 and 90,000, anything under $250,000 a year, they don't like it. They don't like it. It don't matter if they got a donut shop. It don't matter if they got a beauty shop. They don't like anything less than $150,000, $200,000 a year. It bothers them heavily. I'm one of them. I understand it big time. So they get overwhelmed and they need people to lessen their load. They need assistance. They be looking for trustworthy virtual assistants, people that are from home that's willing to have those card stocks, those business cards, those postcards, that website, that business, whether it's LLC, sole proprietor, corporation. They looking for those people that they could come check out their website and the person letting them know, here I is, I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to assist you with your posting, with helping you with your schedule, helping you stay focused, helping you with your content creating, help you. Man, do you know I pay someone to post for me? Do you know I'm looking for someone? But I can't trust them, but we be looking for people to edit for us. We be looking for people to take the phone calls, customer service for us, respond to the emails for us. I ain't got time. They don't have time. Virtual assistants will do that, and they set it up automatically like almost an AI system. So they get themselves AI software, but look what they make. The startup is like 7 to 10 days. You believe me, it's a lot of people online telling you how to do this. Start about 7, 10 days, and a lot of people don't want to deal with nobody out the country. They don't. But look, the earnings potential is $20 to $40 per hour. You can pay somebody 10 times less, but they're out the country. But to deal with and get a lot of stuff that you want done with a lot of our American minds here and dealing with a lot of fast food American minds here, you want someone that's in America that could deal with the American minds here. And they've been looking for executive / virtual office assistant, somebody that works from home that's taking care of the clients, which would be somebody like me. They would take care of somebody like me. It's a lot of individuals that all they do is just, I am going to take care of all your emails for you. I'm going to set up a phone call automatic system for you, and then I'll make sure that I answer I respond to the voicemails that left for you. And this is going to charge, right? This cost is going to. How do I do that? You telling me to set up a phone service? No, I'm telling you to take care of one person, and I'm not telling you to take care of the big ones. Small companies, small. Believe it or not, it's a lot of local companies out there and small businesses looking for just help and assistance. So you don't want to attack somebody like me. You mess with me. I'm small, but not small, because I get lots of emails. A lot of people call. So it's got to be somebody that's going to answer them phone calls. Okay. So person I pay, they getting a nice little check monthly to just answer them phone calls, but they doing more than just phone calls, emails. Okay. So you want to attack individuals if you decided to do this, people that are local, small businesses, that they can't return simple phone calls that come in maybe 3 or 4 a day. They get themselves a few emails a day, and they're losing customers because they can't respond, or they got a clown there that's a family member or a loved one that just not a real good worker, and they don't want to do right because they part of the family and they can't fire them. They ain't doing a good job answering phone calls or responding to people, or actually hitting them back, or actually taking care of the small things they need done that might be with postcards. Now you ain't got to run no errands. It's all from home. It's virtual assistance. And you're trying to make sure everything's done right. You're probably thinking it's not a lot. You look it up. Matter of fact, what is it? I ain't gonna look that up for you. It's just people. All you're doing is look. You're organizing their life and inbox while working from home. You're organizing their life. I'm telling you, I've done this before, and people done this for me. I got me somebody that's solid, been with me for 5 years. I even got me somebody that's solid that deals with my website. He's been with me for 7 years, my websites. So I got individuals that do certain jobs and they get paid. And I know the website guy, He got clients. This dude told me he got over 700 clients. I'm paying him all day long, $100 minimum just to maintain my website. If I got problems, Kareem, that right there is a little bit more past your maintenance fee. That's going to be about $250. Okay. He hit me up. I'm like, man, what's going on 3 months later? What's going on with this right here, man? I don't know what's happening. Oh, that right there, I'm not going to hit you for too much, but that is serious. I can get it going. You're losing thousands of dollars a day. That right there is going to cost you about $450 to fix. Run it, man. Fix that right now. I don't have the time. Okay, so he don't really break me too much. I usually have issues that going on with my website maybe 2 times a year, if that. But the maintenance all day is 100, and he got 700 clients. That's a lot of money to do making. A lot. I told him to stop taking a lot of clients, man. Slow down, man. Make some of the ones that we was day one with you important. Okay, let me do that math, man. He told me 700 plus clients he had. Man. I know that, man. Maintenance is just, he got to be lying. Damn, that's $70,000 a month. I know everybody ain't paying 100. Can't be. Everybody ain't paying 100. Some people might be paying $50, but that's money right there. Okay, moving on to number 4. Everybody, let me know you paying attention. We're moving to number 4. Press 4. Press 4. I don't want to keep you long. I don't want to keep you long. We're on 45 minutes right now. Okay, cool. We got Buck paying attention. Oh, boy, okay, but 4. Okay, the next one right here is, it goes right into short form video editor for creators and coaches. That's major. I'm going to be honest. My mother, the lady that got over 90,000 subscribers on YouTube, moderator, put in there true. Text the word true. She in there that she went through her grandson, another grandson, went through her son because I'm out of state. I was fly in and help her once a month. She went through her daughter. She went through her other son. She went through a nephew. She went through people in the neighborhood. She went through people in the church. She went through another person around the corner. She went through a paid service. She went through damn near 10 plus people trying to find someone that would edit her videos. Film, edit. Film, edit. She couldn't even film it. And it only required, I showed her several times. It was a struggle. I even showed her with one of these with the webcam to hook up to her laptop. It was a struggle, and I get it. I didn't know my mom at the time was 75 years old. She looked so young. I'm like, what's the problem? You could do this. I'm thinking she about 65 because black don't crack. But that lady was 75 years old when she started her channel. She 80 now. But I couldn't understand why you can't just do the webcam. Why can't you just hold it with the tripod up and just boom, film it, and then send the video to me? And then nobody would edit. She went through 10 plus people. Look, yeah, she 100% true. Look, my moderator, that lady was struggling. And that's listen, I even know somebody that was younger than her. They were in their teens. Many people in their 20s and their 30s. Can't hold it, bad boy. Hit send. TikTok light work. They made it simple for everybody. But if you want to be a social media content creator that's going to actually convert, it has to be long form. It has to be live stream. That's why individuals make so much, because it's now creating SEO, backlinks, internal links. Everything goes inside of the search engine when you're doing more than 30 seconds to a minute. That means something, okay? And you got to know how, when you're doing these videos, you got to know what you know, and you got to know how to take that and convert it into content. And you can do facelift or you can do face. It don't matter, but you still, at the end of the day, somebody got to be able to splice the front, splice the end. And then if you have some blips and blurps in the middle, they got to be able to cut those out. I'm just kind of podcast, vlogging style, video vlog. That's what it is. Instead of blog, it's vlogging. I'm just sitting in the chair talking. That right there is simple. I splice the front, splice the end, boom, I post. And even that most people can't do. When you have a cooking channel like my mother's, listen, them right there make right there. Look, startup is about 14 days. Potential earnings is $250 to $1,000 per client. My mother was willing to pay somebody $1,000 a month as long as she can do 4 videos a month. That means it's about $250 per video. She was willing to pay that because she knew the value of her actual brand or her platform. And individuals that are content creators, they might get stuck in one spot and the creative can't go no further. And you have the answers. And you actually thinking that you get 3 to 5 clients, that's 3,000 plus a month. Just 3 to 5 clients. It's over. You've got a bag. And you're probably saying, how does this work? Listen, TikTok, YouTube, Shorts, Reels are booming. What is it called? Editing is time consuming for them. And if you can create a clean, trendy video, and you got to be trendy, you just got to edit it for them. You in high demand. You ain't got to do much at all. AI is here and it makes it done fast and quick and hurry for you. It's simplicity, okay? So you can have a thumbnail created in less than 5 seconds? I'll be doing mine in Canva all day long. I think I have that in my course as well. And on you go there, it's light work. So they're not difficult to complete these things. I think I put that one, the thumbnail, in the YouTube creation section. But when you're literally doing something like this for somebody, you probably saying to yourself, well, I'm not no editor. If this ain't your lane, don't try to do something that ain't your lane. But I'm pretty sure there's a few people on here that know how to do a little tweaks. If you have done any editing with your family and friends, if you've done any editing for events, weddings, parties, if you put any of those little collages together, they always choosing me to do the weddings, and may they rest in the next dimension, peace, funerals. And what is it called? When they celebrate somebody's life, I'm always doing the actual, the theme or the long stream and videos and pictures and putting music behind them. Them bad boys right there. You say, what do you know to change your life? Okay. Yeah, what you know can change your life. Them things right there, it's just something I know, but I don't want to do it long term. But people want to pay me for it. That's money right there. So and if you don't know it, some people will go out their way to learn it. If you know how to edit on your phone, you're an editor. You know how to take a picture, collage it, and actually send it to her and add some features and enhance it and send it to a family or friend. You know how to edit. It's a lot of people can't do that right there. So stop thinking that editing is a lot. The AI is out here now today. It will clean all a person's video up. It will find the blooper spots, splice them. And how you think I do my shorts? AI doing that for me. Kareem ain't picking them out. I loads of video, pay a service, load a video, push a button that's costing me a monthly service, and hit send, and it picks out the best. Put a prompt in there to say I want things that's gonna hook, and that's my best shorts. Hit the button, and if it's an hour video, I'm gonna get about 45 shorts. If it's a 10-minute video, I'm gonna get about 7 to 10 shorts. It's not rocket science. AI is here, is letting me, and this is the crazy thing about it. It's a lot of people don't even know how to do that. You can hire and use AI tools to edit and create their TikToks and shorts for them. They would be happy. They don't care what you use it. They're not caring. They just want you to do the job. 3 to 5 clients will set you free for something like this all day long. And it's a lot of local businesses out there suffering, trying to get exposure on the social media, and they don't know how. I know a company, when I walked in, a moderator put in there 100% true. She was there. I walked in and it was a beautiful Black-owned company, huge, trying to start. They started about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. My son actually worked there for a while. He was at 18, one of his real jobs. I knew when I walked in as a business owner, they weren't going to survive. First of all, the location, it was about the size of a roller skate could go inside of there. And it was meant for his daughter that was African American. She was the age of 6 or 7 years old, and he wanted to give something to his daughter. I knew it wasn't going to survive, but what he provided in the place of parties and little video games, nah, them Chuck E. Cheese days is over. You got to provide something better than that, man. Them kids is on something else different. You got to provide something way different. I knew they was on set. But one thing about it, forget about talking about a business, not that part. This was the tragic. He couldn't scale up because of getting his information out there. Didn't know how to use TikTok. Didn't know how to use shorts for YouTube. You don't really need a lot of content. If a person could take one reel, Facebook reel, Instagram reel, TikTok shorts, YouTube shorts, 4 locations, a person could show up there and be like, hey, can you I'll come down there to your bit. That would be your job. I'll come down there and shoot a couple. How is that working from home? You're doing the majority of the work from home. You're driving up to their spot. You're shooting a few content every once a week. And you come home and you put it into the AI. AI will change it for you and pop off 7 to 15 per clips videos that you shot. You just going down there with a phone. Hold on. They be like, what you using? Listen, let me do my thing. Okay. All right. Would you like to say something? Okay. Okay. And you do videos and go around and edit and go here, speak, do this. Oh, I like that. Can you play in the social media locally and knowing how to use SEO, search engine optimization locally for a website, for a company, for a business? You ain't got to learn all that. Your job is just what they hired you for on the social media platforms. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody would know where they at. Exposure nobody knew where they were at because they couldn't use SEO. They was relying on word of mouth. Word of mouth. That don't work all the time. So I'm telling you right now, you could be there. Oh, appreciate you guys. Somebody joining. You could be there. They're actually, their voice of reason and help them get out of that situation. So I'm trying to tell you that works. Don't think that you got to really be an editor. But if that ain't your lane, and you can't see yourself doing that for a few years, don't pick it. Don't do that. This is for individuals that do this anyway. Now, press 5 if you want the last one. I got a bonus one for you too. If I don't forget, I should have write it down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, press 5. Yeah, there we go. I got the bonus one right here. Press 5 if you ready for 5. Okay. Let me see how long this has been going on. Boom. Be you coming up on the hour. Yeah. My moderator let me know. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay, cool. This right here. Last one and then a bonus one. Listen here. Website. Oh. You don't know how much I spent when I first started out. Let me just read it for you right here. This is crazy. Website. Website and funnel building for small businesses. Not these big ones, it's small business. And let me tell you why. Startup is 10 to 20 days. Earnings is $500 to $2,500 per project, per website. Monthly goal is to just get 2 to 4 people. I'm telling you, it happens. I'm gonna tell you my story in a minute. But when I first started out, before AI came aboard, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was paying because I didn't know, but it still was quality. Monthly is 2 to 4 clients. You're going to get yourself 3 plus people a month. And you're probably saying to yourself, I just told you my website guy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he making over 70K a month, but he started out. He didn't start out like that. But it's the beautiful thing about it is you're probably thinking to yourself, once I make the website, I'm broke. No. Once you make the website, the average person, business owner, pays $100. That's real low. My guy is in another country in Nigeria. That's why I'm getting it that low. But the average person in the United States charges $250 to $700 to maintain a small business person's website. That's the heart of their business because it's their store. It's their keys to the store. It's just like a brick and mortar, except it's online. Everything is their store, man. Press 0 if you understand that it's a person's store. Without their store, they're never gonna earn nothing. It's almost like it's closed. It's their store. You think they ain't gonna spend no $250 to $1,000 to make sure you can make sure their store is running properly? Every time somebody good looks zero, every time somebody come to their site, it has to open. They have to hit the next page. It has to open. That's your job. Let me check. Let me help you understand something here. Look right here. With a website right here, listen, millions of new business owners are started up every year. That's just money right there on the plate. And coaches are starting, but don't know how to build a site. Struggle world. It ain't like you go get a landlord and you talk to him and you find yourself a brick and mortar and you pay him your first and last. I've done that before, been there and done that 3 times. Pay your first and last and boom, it's a wrap. You in there and now you got to fill up the store. No. That dude is invisible. You don't know where he at. You might be on the phone talking to him. He could be in New York. He could be in another country. Wherever he at, you got to tell him what you need on your store, on your website. And when I started, man, I'm telling you, my first website I did myself, it was trash. But guess what? The website I did by myself that people talked about, it was trash. That bad boy made me over close to $80,000 in the first 9 months. I had my own videos of my course loaded on there, and I had my 4 products on that bad boy, and it was trash. Family members were saying it was trash. Other people were saying it's trash. I'm passing out my business cards, my postcards. They was like, this man, it don't even move. The stuff don't open up. It struggles with taking my payment. I'm like, how did I make this money then, man? I'm doing good. What are you talking about? I'm like, I don't care what it looked like, but my presentation was trash. So what did I do? And one person was my sister-in-law. She might be in here listening. She said, you need to at least invest in your store. I said, what you mean? Your store is you. It represents you. This was in the beginning of 2017. I jumped in 16. I'm like, she said, I said, I'm doing good with my money. I'm making money, man. I'm making like $10,000, $15,000 a month. Leave me alone. If it's making that much money, you can't spend $1,000, $2,000 on your website. So I made the sacrifice. I knew it was going to cost a grip. At that time, it wasn't no AI. People was charging $2,500, $5,000 for the website. So I was just like, okay. The first time I paid, it cost me $1,200. Then another lady, she said, I could enhance your course website. It cost me $3,000. So I paid $1,200 for my foursightsoflife.com website in 2017. The end of 2017, I had to pay another 3 stacks for some other lady. And for them to maintain it, they was charging me about $300 to $400 a month just to maintain it. I was like, I'm gonna start trying to learn how to maintain myself. But as I was doing business, I had to figure out to maintain myself to keep the money coming in or pay them. But I was making money. Who cares? I really didn't really care because I'm making damn near $3,000 to $4,000 a day. That's true. Facts right there. From one website a day. So just because I ain't popped out and told people how to get paper like this, how to make it, don't mean it never existed. It happened and it still happens. The recession here, a lot less. But man, daily was crazy money. But I didn't mind paying that. So I'm trying to tell you right here, people will pay that amount of money because they don't know. But guess what? Got a little tip for you. Okay. Where is it at? These are sites that will create websites in less than 30 minutes. AI. Let me give you a few. Okay. Can you, moderator, I want you to do this for me. I want you to type in durable. I'm going to type in one. And I want you to type in other alternative. Matter of fact, I might even put it myself. And you just see them. Bam. That one is called durable.co. Durable.co. Like durable battery. Okay, another one is them bad boys will create a website in less than a minute, they say, but I'm telling you less than 30 minutes because I know you're a novice, okay? And another one is called Wix, W-I-X-A-D-I. That one is artificial intelligence. That's AI. That bad boy right there, it'll create it's like a drag and drop situation, Okay, so you create the website and it just drag and drop the pictures. If you don't like the pictures, you can pay for the service on Canva. You pay for that $20 a month, and Canva will create the images for them, and you just drag them on their page, and you just create the 5 that they need: homepage, contact page, about page, and shop page, and a blogging page of kind of like if they want to add, but it really just 4 to 5 pages, and that's it. They will pay you $1,000 to $5,000 for that one project, and then to put more stuff on it. My students was doing this. They was trying to find people that's cheap. I tried to show them how to do it themselves, but to put stuff on their website and add it on the website, they will, hey, listen, you just charge them a maintenance fee. Hey, $250 a month. I will make sure you call me up anytime. I'll put the stuff you need, as long as it's not something that's too heavy, that's going to take an hour, and I'm gonna have to charge you a couple $100 to maybe $500 to do. But to maintain your website every single month, you got to pay me $250 a month. If you want to keep your client around and they have a real store, $250 a month. Where do you find clients like this? You can find them in local businesses. I had neighbors at my commercial business didn't have a website. I had a donut shop that was about three stores down, didn't have an actual website. I had a printing shop that was printing shop. They were relying on the blood of people in the community. They didn't have a website. I'm like, you ain't got no website? This mine. How much that cost you? $1,200? You got the guy's name? Yeah. You gonna pay? Yeah, I got it. I need a website presence because all of my people around here want to know if I have a website. Can they put their orders in? At least they can see what I have and what I have to offer. They want to see my presence. They don't even care about, some of them will do a website and won't even let you buy. It was a fish shop that I went to called Ocean Floors out here in Arizona. You can't even buy from their website. He said, hey man, where you get your website done? I'm like, ain't you Urban Screen? Yes, I am. I'm like, what's up, man? I watched you on your YouTube channel. Okay, cool. A white guy. He's like, man, how did you get your website done? I said, a guy in New York charged me $1,200. He might be charging more now because that was months and months ago. He's like, okay, well, let's check this out. I don't even want no products. I said, what you mean? I don't want them to click and buy nothing. I just want them to know what I offer, what's in my store. I said, so you just want a bunch of images? Yeah. And it to say what it is. I said, in your store, man, you got damn near 2,000 products up in here. I need somebody to do that product. We willing to pay $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for them to just put the images of every one of our products on a page. Ooh, that costs you more than $5,000, homie, with all these products you got. And you want, they didn't got to click nothing. Nah, that's that. We don't want to fulfill the orders. We don't want to have to deal with all that because we just want them to know that we have this here. And then if we choose to say yes in stock, we say so. I said, damn. There's a lot of people in your neighborhood that you shop locally ain't got no website. Barbershops, nail shops, beauty salons, them mama papa shops, all of them, they ain't got no website. We ain't talking about Walmart. We ain't talking about Target, Home Depot, Best Buy. We ain't talking about them big stores. We talking about them small convenience stores that's the heart of your community, your city, your county. They're everywhere. Restaurants, and they looking for you. And if you don't want them, if they can't afford to pay $1,000 to $1,200 out the gate, you can work with them. Put them on a payment plan. Okay, believe me, PayPal has a payment plan that you can sign a contract with. If I bring clients with you, PayPal, hey, PayPal, if I bring clients with you, I have some of my business, this is my website. If I look with this PayPal, how do I allow them to do installments? Okay, how do I do that? They can make payments with it. I know where they at. I know where their store is. I know where their restaurant is. How can we make that happen? You get yourself 3 clients. They're going to run their mouth and tell. They're going to run and tell that. Thanks for joining on TikTok. They're going to run and tell that. Appreciate the join. They're going to run and tell that. Stop playing with me, man. You guys are sitting up here acting like you can't make no money. It's easy work, man. And AI, these little programs right here, there's another one right here. 10web.io. These AIs will have the website done. And don't be no fool now. Don't be stupid and just have the website made and don't put no work into it. Watch a YouTube video on somebody showing how to put the website together. Another one's called Framer AI. Framer AI. I'm gonna put it right here. Framer AI. And you could just type in one of those and find alternative ways. Don't be dumb and be disrespectful to the person that's paying you $1,200, $2,000 to do a website. Don't be silly. Don't be disrespectful. Literally give them a little something. Actually go on YouTube and at least say, find someone, how do I use Framer AI to make this person's website? How do I use what is called durable.co to make this person's website? Somebody on YouTube will tell you how to make it. Don't be silly. At least watch a little something, a couple videos. Don't try to just wing it and just do whatever, because this is somebody's business. They didn't pay you hard-earned money, and they're going to be happy when it's done. They just want the checkout page there. Some of them want the button there, and they will show you how to do all that. You're going to have to, they're going to trust you with their account. You got to sit down with them sometimes or on the phone and say, excuse me, I need you to log in and put your account number, your routing number, and your button, what bank you want to go with. So every time a customer comes through, they can check out. Or some websites with these local people, you ain't even gonna have to have no checkout. It's just gonna be a website of showing what they orders, their food they have, their menu. These are restaurants, a lot of them. Live events, they karaoke, it ain't no button they gotta push. They just gotta search. Oh, this is what they have this week. And you just gotta maintain that. And they paying you $250 a month. They gonna pay you that because they making. Ain't no local business making less than $100,000 a month. Most of them. 90% of them are making themselves $100,000 a month. That means they're making $10,000 to $15,000 every single month. They're making $190,000 to $150,000 a year, and they're making about $10,000 to $15,000 a month. The average small business out there next to you, and all they gonna pay you is $250 to maintain it, but about $1,000 to $2,000 to build it, light work money. Now y'all just sleeping and thinking you can't make no money. It's just 5. It's 1,000 ways you individuals can make some money. But now y'all press 7 if you're ready for your bonus. Okay? But I could get up out of here. Press 7 if you're ready for your bonus. Yeah. Man, I need to start this myself, man. Y'all making me sweat. You know? Let me turn this AC up. Okay, but there we go. 7. Now here's the bonus. This is what I was teaching my son. Okay, because he heard about some things, and he came from his grandmother's 80th birthday, and he saw the stuff there, and it sparked his mind. He into clothing. Okay, he into clothing, trying to create his brand. Very good designer. That boy can draw. And I'm talking about stuff you ain't never seen before. I'm trying to get him right, but the brand takes a minute to build. It's that slowness. But it takes about a good 2, 3, 4 years to build a brand. But when that brand is done, you ain't got to do nothing no more. You got sales coming in every day, all day. Your name is your name. That's why brand is so powerful. And some people that go in 10 years strong and have a tenure, it's a wrap. You having crazy sales coming in every single day off your name. Now you kind of got to outsource and get other teams and hire people to handle this because you started early with your craft and you became a master and not a jack of all trades. You became a master of one. And you stuck with it, and you got bigger and bigger and stronger and strong. You became an authority figure in this space. Ooh, like my health. That's what I did. So anyways, let me show you something. He saw these 360s in a photo booth at grandma's party. Press 1 if you know about photo booths and 360s. Yeah. You can go online. Yeah. Thank you for press 1. You can go online and see these all day. Now, of course, you can make money with these all day long. You have to buy and set them up, and you make yourself about $700 to $1,000 per event. You got to do your postcards. You got to do your postcards, your business cards, website, all of that you have to do in order to be successful. There's no question. Okay. That's what you got to do. But A lot of people just don't want to do that. And by the way, I'm actually working on a course myself, showing you individuals how to create a website in less than 30 minutes. That should be done next week. It's going to be less than a $50 course, but y'all can actually turn that into money in the business out there in your community all day, every day. And you can do it for yourself. But anyways, he saw these 360s. He said, Dad, how much these cost? I said, there's a whole bunch of prices on these bad boys. You want to get it. I said, what's the purpose? You're going to do it as business? Because you can make yourself, if you start passing your cars out and flyers out in the community and events, people going to know your name, man. When you just start, I said, get a small little website without no clickable something and just let them have a calendar on it and they could book you. I said, days that you're available while you working your job. I said, you can do these all day long, man, and only have days that's available for you that you could book. Sooner or later, you leave your job if you want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that long term. I said, so temporarily, you'll work down here at this job that's paying you $18 an hour, and you'll go every day, 8 to 10 hours a day, and be tired, versus building something up momentarily that your name will be kind of popping in about 30 days to 2 months, and you can make $700 to $1,000 to $1,200 per event. What? He like, I hear what you're saying, but I said, so it's easier going to work right now. Yeah, that's what I know. I said, so what you asked me about it for? You could easily make yourself a simple $4,000 or $5,000 in about 2 months after you get the flyers out. Ain't nobody, people are not paying you for the machine because they can buy it all day long. They paying you to mandate it. They want you to show up and stand there for 4 or 5 hours and make sure everything goes right for the people at the event. That's what they paying you for, the service. I got you. I said, okay, you don't want to do that? You don't want to make this extra $2,000 more than what you're making at your job? No, I don't want to do that. I said, you don't want to work about 4 or 5 hours a week at doing something like this versus 40 to 50 hours a week? You don't want to do that? Nah, it's like, people's logic is different, but I can't be mad at him if that's what he want to do. But he said this. I said, well, what's the purpose of you talking to me about this? He said, well, I want to know how much it costs so I can resell it. Sell it where? Well, you know, I've been researching eBay. I said, well, we're going to go into more details next week on FBA. He said, you know, I'm selling on eBay. I'm trying to get on eBay, but I use Depop right now for my clothes. I said, okay, I want to get to eBay and this offer up. I said, what happened to Amazon? Because you have an account with fulfillment by Amazon. Yeah, I don't really know how they work. I said, you're doing it already with your shirts and your clothing, your pants and your hats with Depop. Yeah, I said, you are. I said, but you asked about the 360 and you asked about the photo booth. So let me just start with the 360. If you go online, remember at grandma's, the 360 you sat on and whatnot? Yeah, I remember. I said it was kind of plain. It was black, had a logo on top of it. And press 1 if you're paying attention. I'm going to make sure I ain't lost connection. Just need Buck is on fire. He be always hit me. Bam. Fast. You first spot the Buck. Oh, Troy, bitch. That go Buck, Troy, Trader, and Buck. So, okay, cool. So he asked me, I said, so you saw that was plain. I said, you want to make sure you stand out a little more and you want to sell these? I do. I want to resell them. He said, what do they go for? I said, well, they got different types. I said, well, let's look. I looked, and to my surprise, the prices range from a standard one, $500, all the way up to $3,000 for a 360. Even all the way up to $5,000. He's like, man, that's a lot. I said, well, what stood out to you? That one right there. That bad boy had lights on it all around it, even in the glass top that the people sit on top. The lights was just like that on the glass all the way through it. He said, I like that one. I said, but you see the price of that one? Yeah, man, that's $2,100 on Amazon. I said, some of them are 3,000, some are 2,800. I mean, most of them don't even have them for sale. He said, yeah, I can't really, there's only one guy selling on them. I said, one dude on Amazon is selling this? I said, now Google it. This particular one right here. And it was called Mirror. Yeah, that's what it's called. Mirror, you could type in mirror or glass 360 booth. So he started typing them in Google. So he's like, oh man, they on eBay a lot. They still $2,000. I said, that's a lot of money, man. I said, why do you want to flip that? I can't flip it. I ain't got the money for that one, man. I got a little leftover crypto, about 6,000, but I'm gonna use that for when I move out and get my place. I said, okay. He said, but I just thought I was hoping I could get these and flip. I said, so you don't want to work your way up and do a business and make $4,000 to $5,000 a month, 5 days a week? I mean, kind of like less hours. You ain't gonna be busy all the time, but on the weekend you will. Nah, I don't want to do that. I said, okay, cool. He said, I said, well, look, check this out. Let me show you something. Hold on. Where you at? Where you? Come on back over here. Oh, what's up? I said, well, let's go to Alibaba or AliExpress and see if we can find that one. 360, that mirror 360 booth, that glass 360 booth. Okay. And all the prices were ranging $1,200, $1,000. He's like, that's too high. I said, man, you doubling your money, homie, all day. What are you talking about? I'm like, you can't find it cheaper than that. Kept looking, $750. $750. He's like, I said, well, it don't matter. You know, most things that you get, you're only making on TikTok Shop or affiliate programs, you're making about a 30% return. TikTok Shop, you're making a 10% return. And they keep 90, you get 10. Affiliates, they get 70, you get 30. I said, drop ship, you get 50, it's usually a 50% return. So buying something for $1,000 and selling it for $2,000 all day, man, you can win on eBay or Amazon. You can win, man. You can just really put it up there and you resell it. And you gotta make them pay the shipping. But I see this one's $750. He whipped out his calculator. See, my children know how to do math because they try to get money. Times 3, and he saw 22. He said, I can market right between these right here that's getting that $2,500 to $3,000. I said, you can. I said, or you can sell it for $1,900 plus shipping, and you're still making that $750. You're doubling your money plus some change, an extra $300-400 in your pocket, maybe 5 extra more. I'm almost tripling. I like that. I said, okay, you willing to invest in that? You want to get that? Yes, I'm looking at that. I said, he said, what about the tariffs? Good, you thinking. I said, let's hit them up. I typed them up in Alibaba. I made sure he created an account. They free. Typed it up and looked for it. He found, hey, what's going on with the tariffs? I said, take that paragraph. What's going on with the tariffs? Do you have a warehouse in this base? He said, what you mean? I said, a lot of them have prepared for the president. They don't want to lose money, just like any business owner. I said, they're still trying to get money from people in India, other countries, as well as United States. I said, some of them are shipping the stuff in Mexico, and then from Mexico, it is shipped the goods to the person. I said, they know how to circumvent around this right now. So take that paragraph and ask them, how can I get this? I do not want to purchase from in China. I want to know if you have a warehouse base in United States or Mexico that I can get my stuff quickly and fast, drop ship to my house if I pay the shipping. They hit him back. It was about 5 of them he hit up. 2 hit him back and said, we have a base in LA, California, and we have a base in Charlotte. I don't even know what Charlotte is. You know what I'm saying? What is that? I don't even know what it is, but I knew where LA was, California, my stomping grounds in California. I said, oh man, boom, you could go with either one of these right here, there in the United States. Am I going to get it? I said, this is where you take a chance. He took a chance and submitted it, got his stuff on the way. It's nothing. So what are you going to do? He going to put that same one, because it's a test for him. I'm going to put one on there, and I'm going to actually get my money. And after that, I'm going to ship it out there. After that, I'm going to start buying more. and they got a fleet of them. I wanted to give you that bonus of what individuals do when they just starting out. And some of you guys are working from home. I mean, some of you guys have lost your job and you're unemployed. Some of you guys are working from home, and some of you guys are kind of like struggling. And I'm trying to help you understand that eBay, if you take the time to research on eBay, you take the time to research on Amazon, that might be your thing. Amazon, eBay might be easier for you. Find someone on YouTube that will show you how to set up your account and sell your products on eBay. Believe it or not, eBay is neck and neck right underneath Amazon. They OGs. And you can kind of like, when you get your stuff loaded on eBay, you can pretty much copy somebody else's information and you be right next. I know you've seen on eBay, everybody's selling the same thing, different seller. It's light work to do when you set up your account on Amazon or eBay, okay? Even Walmart can allow people to do it, okay? Even Target. You think the stuff that you're ordering from Target and Walmart is really in the store? It's not. It's allowing drop shippers to do that. So you find a product that's really cheap. You find someone that's going to be able to ship it out of the country, because everything, this chair that I'm sitting in right now, I wanted it so bad. Everybody was selling it for $380, $360 everywhere. Home Depot was selling for $165. So if I wanted to, I could just bought this bad boy, bought boxes of them, bought out Home Depot, the other ones, have them shipped to my house, put them in the garage if I want to, and I could literally load them onto Amazon, Fulfillment by Amazon, or load them onto eBay account and wait for people to just sell it and then ship them to them, take it down to USPS or FedEx, whichever one they pay for, and ship it to the person that's in the United States. And I sell it for the same price everybody else selling for $360. I sell them for $305. Am I going to double my money? Close to it. This is all people are doing. You just have to understand how to survive out here. It's free money. It's really free money. And then when I flipped it over, and I'm like, where's this bad boy made? I already know where most stuff is made. It was putting it together. That bad boy right under the bottom of where I'm sitting at. It bad boy said made in China. And somebody on Amazon and eBay is selling them for $360. The same comfortable chair that's leather. You know, they got different colors, black, gray, chocolate. I mean, I'm like, how are you selling it? I said, I know it. If I wanted to, I could have went straight to the source and probably got these bad boys for less than $50 and found me somebody that's had it in LA, somewhere in LA. Where's Charlotte at? Maybe somebody put it up there and said what Charlotte is, because I sure didn't know where it was. Okay, so you're missing on a lot of opportunities from home. Don't think that people that's telling from eBay is buying you stuff. They're not. They got to connect way out of the country, and they're not buying knockoff stuff that is like purchase and stuff like this. Stop thinking something knockoff when it ain't even made out there. They're white labeling it here. They have a purse, a Dooney and Burke made from the original source that they contract with all the stuff on it, and then they'll put their logo and their label and their design on it in the United States or in Italy or Europe or France, and then they'll mark it up 20 to 1,000 times the price. Okay, this is just business. So we ain't gonna be mad at them or nothing. So stop thinking that you really, really honestly get something that's knockoff because you ain't paying $1,000 for somebody's logo on it. That just call it what it is. You just like somebody that I gotta have Jordan shoes. You gotta have the stamp of his name on it. I mean, it is what it is, but you should know where they make them at. Okay, you can have the same shoe, but we are a country that go off a designer. We need designer things all the time. We need to pay for the name. Okay, believe me, this polo shirt, I got a bunch of them. I don't know whose name is on that, but my shoes, I like my shoes to be name brand when I'm wearing shoes that I'm going out. So I like Stan Smith. I like them. I'll wear those. But comfortable for my feet, I'm wearing New Balance or Skechers, man. You'll catch me in them all day long, or sandals. I'm not wearing nothing designer. I'm not designer driven. But most people in the United States are designer driven, and you can capitalize on their minds because they want to have something designer-wise only. So since that's all they want designer-wise, they got to have a name brand this, name brand that. You buy it wholesale and you sell it retail. I'll get into more details than that next week, but I wanted to make sure you had at least some core 5 ways on how to make a bag. It's like, oh, Charlotte is in North Carolina. Thank you. Good looking out, moderator. She helped me. Somebody else might have put it in here too. But anyways, yeah. Somebody put it right here. Yes, we're consumer driven. We ain't nothing but customers. Yeah, that's all we are. That's customers. So once you understand that, and I ain't really mad at them, and people don't really, I know some of the people that shop with Kareem is health driven, but you can create yourself a website. And one thing, a common denominator you guys need to go to, if you want to put, at least have your brand look right. I actually have a course on the link that I dropped in there for less than $50, having you put those things together correctly. Then you can go to You Got Print and start looking correct when you're presenting yourself to these people. You guys can make money all day long, and you just waste it. To me, if you're already, I get it, if you're already about 20 years in plus, you already got your retirement going. But look, here's how you circumvent that. I'll say this before I bounce. A lot of us work at a 9 to 5, and we got 10 plus years in. Started out when you was 18. You might have got serious when you got about 22, 25 years old. So around 30, 35, 40, you got 15 years in strong, and you had side jobs here and there before you hit 25. Then you're around 40, you're in your mid 40s, you're coming up on 50. You've been doing this for about 18, 20 years plus. You've been in the game. If you decide to walk away from the 9 to job and start this right here, don't say leave. You don't leave. You do it smart, intelligently. You do it from home. You do something from home with AI's assistance and help while you see if you can walk away and leave. But then before you walk away and leave, because a lot of people have this issue that in the 9 to 5, they focus on, what am I going to do about my benefits? What am I going to do about my retirement? You have to put yourself on payroll. That's why it's so important that you have a LLC, a sole proprietary, or a corporation. Any one of these 3, you have to have one of these 3, corporation, LLC, or a sole proprietary. The one that makes you look good and it's easier to set up is a LLC. That's part of the course to have, okay? I did it because you have to look good. Then on top of that, if you leave your job, I don't care what age you are, you have to be part of, you have to be. People don't understand that portion right there. They don't get it. You have to stay plugged in to the system, AKA the matrix. You have to stay plugged in. How do you stay plugged into the matrix? You gotta be on paper a worker. All business owners, smart ones that is, they have themselves down as a 9 to 5 worker. You think I don't have myself down on paper? I'm on paper. I'm a general manager. Okay? That's what I is. Not only did I own businesses, on one of my businesses, I'm a general manager on paper that I file taxes on every single year. I pay myself every 2 weeks. Okay? I'm on paper. Why? Because I'm plugged into the matrix. I keep that tenure going. I keep that retirement going. I keep that paperwork, IRS paperwork going. I keep that systematic matrix paperwork going because they need you to be tied into a debt credit system. It ain't all about making money all the time. So everybody that's in the 9 to 5, business owners, the smart ones in the 9 to 5 too, unless they're getting their residual money and they already have their retirement set up and they don't need to have that. But that's like when a person makes it to 62 or 65 or 67, if it's still there, that's like extra cash for a business owner to be getting an extra $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, $2,000 extra a month. So they won't let that go because they like, that's a little extra change. I'm going to keep myself on payroll till I'm done and I don't want to do this no more. Most business owners do that. Ask me how I know. Okay. So I'm trying to help you understand. Most business owners are split. They're making money fat over through their business, and they making money through their actual personal name. That's why they have a business account and they have a personal account. And people be talking about don't commingle both of them together. Shut up. You ain't never had no business. You don't understand. You don't know how to do it. You don't even know how to make sense. Only certain entities you don't commingle with. Certain ones. If you're trying to get a grant or a loan, or you're trying to have your business be totally separate, that's when you don't do that. But it don't really matter when you just really living regular life, buying cars, buying house, buying groceries, and paying electrical bills. It really don't matter. Ask me how I know. I've been doing this for over 10 plus years, so I know what's up. I know when to stay separate, and most of the time you're not separate. Okay, you don't have to stay separate. You're trying to get paper or get this or look at a certain kind of way, you want to stay private. But most of the time, business owners don't give a, how you say it, a proper way, like my mama. We don't give a hell a bean. Okay. On that note, I'm gonna let y'all go because I got things to do. It's been already an hour and a half, so it's been cut off before that. So okay, you guys, I'll catch y'all on the business side next Tuesday. Health will be on Monday. If you want more information on how to set up your business, you can go to, what's the name of I don't even know. Kareem Media is why I'm gonna go into more deep depth with this right here. But I don't even know this website that I created. Can you help me out, moderator, before we get up out of here? I don't know the website. I'll be creating websites here and there because it's kind of like you're in a time right now that everything is free money. So yeah, that's what it's called. KareemForSightsOfLife.com. Kareem Media is the new YouTube channel, but KareemForSightsOfLife.com is the actual place where I have courses. But the step-by-step, setting this stuff up to business, that's where you can find it out. My moderator already dropped it. I'll drop it again right here. It's KareemForSightsOfLife.com. Boom. Do your thing. I hope you guys do things smart because it's all about your presence. In the United States of America, you can't look like no clown. You got to have your stuff together. That's why I'm making sure that those of you that don't really, because this is not in the course, it doesn't have putting a website together. It has putting an LLC together and having it solid, email, business, all of that together. But next week or week after, give me 2 weeks, I'll have the actual course for the website. That'll be a separate course. That right there, you got to have that done. And I'm doing it for those individuals that don't want to do it themselves, don't want to research themselves. You just want to have it, and I'll go in more depth and drag and drop, add, boom, boom, make it look clean. It'll take you about 30 minutes to 45 minutes to put a website together. You can turn it into a business for yourself, doing it for other people locally, people abroad, around, or you can literally just do it for yourself like I do. Okay? Anyways, on that note, you guys, I'll holler at you. Y'all take care of yourself. Peace. What song am I going to play? Right here. Take care.